Hi, I'm Rosie.
Yay, I'm back on YouTube.
Welcome to my channel, where I look into what's going on intuitively in the world, from the political to the personal. I have a Patreon channel linked below, and I do personal readings.
Hi guys, so this is Roses together. No, really. It's almost midnight. I'm leaving here the office, and I'm continuing to edit today's video. It's probably gonna be over, by the time you get this. If you get this tonight, it will be late. Okay. So, but basically, I chatted with Corina today. I did not make a video in the other style of the videos. We just kind of had a conversation, and towards the end there were a lot of questions that we addressed. So that's what I'm adding today, and also some things she sent me. And that's that, okay? Tomorrow, I just had a really long day here today, so I didn't have a chance to make something more elaborate, but that's that, okay? So have a good evening and have a good week, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you, bye.
Good morning, Rosie. I wanted to record another message that I got last night, or vision. Right as I was falling asleep, as I was drifting off, I entered the Louvre. Now, this is a real experience for me. I've actually been to the Louvre. I've seen this painting. I've had this experience. So basically it was taking me back to the experience to give me some information. So if you've never been to the Louvre, when you walk into the room that houses the Last Supper, it is a very big space, and obviously it's wide. It's a long table, so obviously. But when you enter it, you're pretty far away from it. And it's beautiful. When you stand there at the entrance and you look in, it's beautiful. And you look at all the detail. But as you keep walking closer, the painting gets blurrier and blurrier and blurrier. And as you walk up on it, basically everything is just gelled together. There's no fine detail in it. So then it took me back out into the entrance. And when I turned into the entrance and saw the painting, this time it was Trump and all his ilk sitting at the Last Supper table. And it was like, ugh. But they were all sitting there drinking and laughing, and that evil laugh that I always hear them do. And then it took me, I was walking towards the painting. And as I'm walking towards it, same thing as in real, everything just started getting blurrier and blurrier. And what I was told is it's an illusion. We're all under this illusion right now. So just hang tight. It's just an illusion. So anyway, I found that to be very interesting. And then what I heard actually at that point was, what they don't know is that they are celebrating, but they should be celebrating their Last Supper, because they're getting close to it, meaning that they're about to go crumbling down. So anyway, I thought that was an interesting piece of information about the illusion part. So I will talk to you later. Bye.
Wow, is in a way to compare it to like the Holocaust experience. Like, is it going to be, because they, I do think that Peter Thiel, if allowed, and they said talk about deportations, you know what I mean? Like it's not different from the whole thing, that the discourse. So I kind of asked about it, and Enrique's mother. So we know that from Enrique's family, a lot of them died. His grandparents died in concentration camps. They were in Germany during the time of the Nazis. So I said, I wondered about it. And then his mother immediately came to me and said, no, No,
Wow.
it's not going to happen again. No.
Wow.
Like it's saying that things have really changed. So his mother escaped, his father and his mother escaped. I don't know that they were, I don't remember if they were married to get or they got married after. No, I think they were married and they came, very, very young to Peru, to South America.
Yeah.
Right. So then, but I see like, because she didn't, I don't think no, of course not. They didn't go to the camps because they left early enough, right? That they could
Yeah.
escape. But I'm getting the no. She's very no, don't worry. And I see that she's like has this hands in prayer mode. She's like, thank you. She's thanking, but she's like, no. And I see she makes this hand gesture of evolution. Things have shifted, that it's
Yeah.
not going to be allowed. No, things have changed. And I'm saying, looking up, she's pointing to the sky. Like, so
You know, that's kind of another vision I got. The news. I don't watch Fox News, but there's some blonde bimbo on there with short blonde hair.
mm,
And I want to say I kind of get her with maybe Jesse Waters because I can't stand that little mother.
mhm.
And I saw them like the same effect as the MAGA people. They were talking, but they were regurgitating all of this stuff. Like they didn't know what to say. They don't know what to say because even though the plan was all this, they did not believe he was going to win. They didn't even believe it. And it's like I get this image of them just like marbles in them. They don't know where do they go from here because they can't. What do they say? They didn't have a script for this. They had a script for knocking this, you know, it's stolen, it's this, it's that. They didn't have a script for this, is kind of what I saw.
Mhm.
So they are just in as much. And why would anybody at this point believe anything the media is saying? They're the ones that have lied to us the whole time.
That's right. Exactly.
It
Exactly.
makes no sense to even value what they say.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So let's see.
Look
So
at now.
that's right. No, because what I thought it was interesting is like the idea of that I get it because if you look at it like, oh, there's a delay in this, delay in that, and if you look at from that perspective, you see he gets away with all the legal issues. How is this going to be any different? Maybe this is another way of putting it. So how would it be different from the legal issues it's saying? What I see as the answer is this, is that like, no, this is not about the laws about war. Like I said before, it's like an intervention because it's like these people want to come and destroy the country.
It
Like
has to happen. It has to happen now.
so it's right. There's no recourse. We know that it's saying, yes, we know there's no legal recourse. We know what's up with the Supreme Court. And we have a traitor, and it's saying that Biden very much feels like he has to, his job is to protect. It's like enemies, foreign and domestic. So,
Exactly.
so it's saying that's his job to protect the country, and we have to do something extraordinary, which is it's saying the thing that they hesitated to do all along, which is to reveal who he is. Oh, because the country's and it's saying this is what happens when you let them like, oh no, don't worry, the country's divided. You don't want to upset them, do you? And there's a lot of comments, by the way, that I've seen like, no matter how many times we say, don't worry about them. Someone said the beer god army, right? Like it's like
Yeah.
no matter how many times we say, no, no, oh no, but they're gonna be upset. People have internalized this idea, but it's like, so the choice is this: you don't want to get people, little people, like whatever, just random people upset versus the country is going to be destroyed. So it's not complicated to
Exactly.
make a decision. It's saying, and that's it. And it's saying, and the bottom saying the bottom line here, Rosie, is they cheated, they stole.
Exactly.
So there's nothing
Exactly.
to fear. And it's saying, no, it is not about, it's not the same. It's like you're going to stop basically what amounts to a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why.
now or never. It's
That's
now
right.
or never. And they know that. They know that it's now or never.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. So, and then, so, okay, so that's clear, right, Karina? Do you agree, right? That's just like,
Yeah.
so
Absolutely.
are we stuck in the same pattern? And basically, are we stuck in the same pattern as like the whole thing with the delay, say, no, this is going to be swift and fast. And he shows me, even the image of the scythe, which is that Lenormand card, where things are cut quickly. That's it, like
Hmm.
a surgery, surgically removed. That's it. So like,
Exactly.
because it's like a crime, it's like a bank robbery that you say, okay,
And
get out now.
exactly. And it wasn't just Trump's crime of trying to steal the election. It's a worldwide crime of trying to steal the election. So it really has nothing to do with his individual crimes that were waiting for him to be sentenced on. This is something completely, I mean, obviously it all ties together, but this is a crime in itself. It's, they're trying to steal, like it's like you just said, it's a terrorist attack.
That's right.
We're not going to tack this on with his tax evasion case. You know what I mean? This is a terrorist attack. They're trying to steal the world. Come on.
Right.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? It's
Right.
way bigger than that.
That's right. So this brings up actually another question that I've seen mentioned over like on and off, which is about what they call the Five Eyes, which is this intelligence agency from like I guess the top Western countries, something like that, right? You've heard
Yeah.
about them,
Yeah.
right? So the
Mm-hmm.
question is, are they also going to be involved in this operation? Okay, so let's see, are the Five Eyes countries or intelligence agencies or whatever involved in this operation? Yeah. Wow. And
Yeah.
I get the big thumbs up. Yep.
Yep. Me too. Exactly.
Wow, because you know what? It's saying, wow, Quinn, I see that there's people who are gonna want to try to escape. And there's gonna be
Exactly.
planes tailing them I see planes tailing them in the air. NATO,
Wow.
that's right. Saying like, go now, going down. Let's go down now, ho.
Yeah.
It's like you can't cross. It's saying that you're not allowed to cross if you cross the flight paths in these countries, and they know who is in these airplanes, the private airplanes. You cannot escape. Nope. It's like they're gonna be taken. That's it. They're gonna be taken down. And I see, wow, wow. When I'm seeing something very like, wow, I see that there's these people, and it could be one of those tech. I don't know which one that is, those tech billionaire type people involved in this. And they're like telling the pilot, no, you're not gonna go. You're not gonna go. You can't. Let's go down because they're so afraid. They rather die than have to. And the guy is like, okay, and he doesn't do it because he's like, I'm not gonna die for these motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Why am I
Exactly.
gonna? Nope, I'm not. It's like let's land, and he's like washes his hands like bye, good luck,
Yeah. I'm
and
just the pilot. See ya.
that's it exactly. Why would I? And then I see the guy thinks of his family, like okay, so I'm gonna miss my kids because of this. How am I gonna
Yeah.
meet God and say, oh yeah, I was just helping some criminals get away with, and I killed myself?
Exactly.
No way, no
Yeah.
way. No,
Yeah.
that's it.
No.
Oh, that's
And
it.
you
So
know what?
yes.
That's the same with the people that are in, I even get that with people that have been in Congress. And, you know, you can't tell me some of these people haven't flipped. If you were sitting across from Jack Smith or somebody like that being questioned, I would flip in a heartbeat. I mean, of course, I would never do anything like that. But you know what I mean? That's too. You and I love crime stuff. It is. It's so big I can barely say. You and I both know they're going to get the baddest ass mother to go interview those people and get the information out of them.
Mm.
They're not used to that. They might get in an argument with their friends or wife, but they're not used to a hardcore criminal investigator who knows how to interview. Do you
Yes.
think they're not going to be scared and flip?
Yeah. No, and it's
No.
like they have no idea. They thought they're just so rich. Like, you know who I work, you know who I am, right? Like,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's
Can
like,
you give me a
and
latte
I
while I
see the
answer these
guys,
questions?
and I see the guys. Do you know who I am? I am the head of NATO Security Alliance Intelligence Services, or something like this. Like, and he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, where's my attorney?"
Yeah,
Well, you are now under the Geneva Conventions. You are okay. We're not going to do anything harm. We're going to harm you physically in any way. However, you must answer questions. And he's like, "What?" Like they don't get it. They think they believe the hype, right? That they're going to get away with everything. So it's a rude awakening for them, and it's saying that's right, and it's saying for me for a long time, all these countries have had evidence of all these things. So it's not as if it's like, oh, whoa, there's a new terrorist in town. It's like they know
exactly.
how dangerous these people are. They've been right, and I get very much, Quinn, which is interesting. I wasn't necessarily expecting it that NATO, and what is the other one? Maybe it's the MI6. I don't know, another one saying that that like look, telling Biden, we're not going to deal with you anymore if you don't get these people. You have to do something because there's a war in Europe right now and people are going to die. They're saying people are going to die if you don't do something, if you don't stop it.
Right.
So that's why, they take it everybody to, and I see that the French president take it seriously. The current UK prime minister, that's right. They all like thumbs up. Yep, for sure. We can't risk the like Russia taking all the US weapons and do whatever they want with it because that's what
No,
we're right.
because it will end. We're not meant. All these people thinking we're going to go under Trump. What I see, if you and I both know the gravity of that, we see if he really did shits over because of his narcissistic.
That's right.
If they and like you said, JD Vance and Peter Thiel are scarier than him. So
That's right.
it's done. We're done.
That's right.
So I do not see the whole planet allowing this to happen.
That's right. That's right.
We can't just all be sitting on our thumb. No.
That's right. That's right. So no, that's great, Karina. So then now this is a perfect segue into the person who's asking, could what you're seeing be JD being inaugurated? So obviously now like I laugh, hell no. But this is interesting, right? So what will happen to JD Vance as I do think the thing is going to happen with Trump. He's not going to be allowed to take power. How are they going to deal with JD Vance? What's going to happen to JD Vance? And I think Peter Thiel together, but does it make sense, Karina? Like it's right. So
Yeah.
so as to the question, what you're seeing be no, wait, no, I don't see being not even near the White House at all.
No, no, he's not. I don't even see, like you just said, what are they going to do with him? Nothing. Like I just see him fading off into the oblivion.
So, but is he going to be, because if he's part of a conspiracy, is he going to be charged? Is it anything going to happen to him? JD Vance.
I don't know. I don't see, like, I think they'll investigate, but honestly, I think they'd rather get Peter Thiel than JD Vance. Like JD Vance feels like the small fish. So I don't feel like, I kind of get that he might have received some money. That I can see. But you know what? I almost feel like it's not even money, or he probably received money, but I almost feel like him and Peter Thiel are lovers. So he is willing to do this without even receiving anything. It's like he's a boyfriend. He gets plenty of stuff on the. I don't know. It's kind of
Okay.
off
No,
to me.
that makes sense.
But so I don't see him really being charged and going. I don't see him in jail. I don't feel
Yeah,
that bad.
because I think a lot of people, and I agree in a way, like the plan was to get Trump in and then kick him out and then put JD Vance in. So are they going
Absolutely.
to try to execute this plan in some way, shape, or form? No. And I see that Peter just like, no, 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 damn it. Because he can't be public. But Peter just like, no, he can't come out. He can't come out. So he would only want it to be very dark, like even like, let's get rid of Trump in a way, like poison, whatever it is. But now that Trump is gone, they know that there's no way in. They just,
Yeah,
and also,
exactly. I don't even think they get the chance to do that. You know what I mean?
that's
I
right.
don't think they get a chance. I think it's like, you know, Trump's a criminal. Here's the proof. Kamala's in, kind of thing. It's like JD Vance is like, what? I don't even think they get the chance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, because I don't really. I mean, I've seen Peter Thiel a couple times, but you know how I say I always have the vision of the end of like the movie where they're lifting the tomb and the face melts.
Yes.
If
Wow.
I had to pick a face that's melting, it's his face.
You know what I
Peter
see?
Thiel's face.
It
He's
shows
right gonna melt.
it shows me the airplane that I saw. I think it's
Ooh.
him because I see him trying to escape the
Oh,
US on his
yeah.
private airplane.
You know
And they
what? Oh my God.
like,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just
oh,
getting, you know what? Oh, they have proof of him being a pedo.
that's right. I also believe that. True, true. But the point, but it's just going back, because I know this will let's go back to the like the current situation because we want to make sure that they get for this whether
But
he's
that's
right.
one of the reasons. See, I think he's the one on the plane escaping.
That's right. That's what I'm just said that I see
Did
when I
you
have
just? Oh my God! I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying that I had seen him on the plane that I didn't know who it was. I see him inside this airplane that's trying to leave the US fast.
Yes, yes,
And
yes. You
that's
did
the
say that.
air okay, and that's the one that like they, the whatever country, intelligence agency, military, whatever, they fly him down from the air. They like you have to land now.
Hmm.
Kinda, you know what? It shows me, remember the Telegram CEO, how he was arrested, saying something similar. That he once he went into airspace, he was forced something like this, or when
They
he
could
landed.
get him. Yeah, yeah,
So something similar. That's right. He has to because I see that he once he sees what's going on in the US, he had already planned, he had told people that, he knew he had an airplane that he could leave if things got bad, but he didn't realize that who he's dealing with now. So that's what I got.
yeah. And the evidence they have on him,
Oh, I see. Okay. That's right.
that's he is, he knows they are more afraid of that kind of stuff than they are. I mean, he knows what he's done. He's been willing to do this how many years? He didn't, he's never been caught for it, so he's never been afraid to do it. They're afraid of getting caught more for that kind of stuff because that's the stuff along with what they're doing now, but they have everything and they know there's so much in it's all kinds of evidence, not just a financial crime or, it's everything. They've done everything. They're horrible people. Ugh, gross. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I,
That's right.
I just I just saw a stealth bomber like trail, like you just said, that's surrounding the planes, and they just showed me like a stealth.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Wow.
Like, it's very advanced, those airplanes that is like it's not the one that has like the actual loaded with the bomb, but it's like the military airplane that would be like, if a foreign country tries to like go into your airspace, that's the ones they send.
Yeah, the
I
stealth.
see, wow, and what I see, like it shows me that movie Top Gun, how those people were like, there was a train to do that, the people in the
Yeah,
top movie, the same
yeah.
thing. Right, so that's funny. That's funny. Like similar, like interesting, right? Like that's it. Like that's those people that take him. That's right. And it shows me, oh wow, because I used to think of Peter Thiel as Skeletor, He-Man, like the cartoon, the
Yeah,
Skeletor, and it's like Peter Thiel, yes, is the Skeletor gets taken down, just kind of like it is kind of like the movies of I guess 007 or something, because
yeah,
it was like the person who was trying to create the evil all over the world. That's it.
exactly.
Different.
Exactly. And you know what? It reminds me, that's why when we were talking the other day and you saw the papers with the charges on them, and I said, "Oh, and Elon also has espionage on there."
Wow.
That would make total sense with the satellite and the computer system. He is getting grants from the American government, and he's working against the American government with a foreign country. That is treason and espionage.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly. And it's saying, yes, it's saying Rosie has access to top secret information that could be very dangerous and he's saying he could have actually have shared that with the enemy. That's very serious. So, oh,
Yeah,
and it's telling me this, they were warned when the articles that came out saying he spoke to Putin. Remember, right before the election, it came out. It was even in the Wall Street Journal, which is openly a right-wing-ish newspaper, right?
yeah.
So they had evidence, and it's saying that was the warning. He wanted to go ahead with it. Okay. And now, right? So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as Trump is taken, where's Elon Musk? What happens to Elon Musk? I
I
didn't hear.
think they already have Elon at that point.
Okay. So he's taken first. Is that what you're saying?
I've always seen Elon go first
Okay.
because Elon is the new Trump. Peter
Okay.
Thiel is behind the scenes.
Mhm.
He is in the he's a man that will never come out of the shadows.
That's right. That's right. So,
Where Elon is a narcissistic like Trump who wants all the attention.
so
So I kind of always seen Elon being the first because it's his mastermind.
that's right.
He's the one that
And I see, you know what I see, Corina, very clearly? I see on the tarmac, like he's in a, he's caught in an
Yeah, yeah.
airport.
Like,
Oh, you know what? I see
I'm
the
gonna go see my family in South Africa.
interesting. No, I see that I see him wearing a t-shirt, so it's the weather is warm. So it's possible that it could be, I think he lives in Texas or something like that.
Yeah,
That effect.
yeah.
And I see that, so that's why I'm like, because it's pretty cold now. It wouldn't be here in New York area.
Right.
So it's saying that that's right. And it's like I see that it's dark. It's not sunny, so it's not during the day, it's at night. And he's like he was gonna board his, that's right, his airplane. And there's again this like massive amount of feds, like, and I see Corina crazy. I've never seen like all these men in black, but with like insane
Yes. Oh
rifles,
my. Yeah.
masks their way, because we know we're dealing with, right, the other country that is like pretty dangerous. So they don't want the identities of the officials who arrest him to be known. So for the doxing purposes and such. So that, but it's
It's and it's almost like they let him get on the plane
okay.
and then they surround it's like I see this scene where he doesn't see them. They're all parked like way, way back. And
Wow.
they let him get on the plane. And then they surround the plane, all these lights and cars. Now that may just be metaphorical, but all these lights and cars are coming, and he's seeing the lights. Like I see him looking, and like I'm getting chills because I feel like I'm starting to panic. He's starting to panic because he's in the plane. He has nowhere to run. He's trapped.
Oh, and I see that the first, because it starts with the, what is the name of the person in an airport that says is the air traffic controller who communicates
Yes.
with the pilot and says, "Hold on, we have a hold. Can you please hold?" And that
Yeah.
they come in, they're like, "Okay." And I see that the pilot is like, "Yes," internally, because he also doesn't like him. He's like,
Yeah.
"Good for this." It's like, woof. And the same thing, like he was gonna, no, I'm here, but I have a factory and whatever. I'm gonna go over to, but who, well, I am a busy CEO of this and that. I cannot, and then they're like, and I see Corina, but I see, honestly, can I tell you, like, it's a sea of men, like 300 men in black.
Yeah. Surrounding the plane.
And like around, and like, and I see by like, make sure they got a whole lot of rifles showing, like, to see, like, are you gonna go there, ho? Like, go ahead, punk, make my day.
Exactly.
And like,
Exactly.
and I
And
see, wow, and I see he's taken to an air base, like a military facility. That's it.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
He's being charged with the biggest crime of all, espionage. He's
Wow.
not going to get taken to the city jail.
Oh, yeah,
That's what I just heard. you
wow.
know, and I heard when you were saying that, I heard the pilot say, "Are we clear for takeoff?" And that's exactly when you said, "Well, can you hold?" It was like it was just the perfect way because I heard the pilot say, "Are we cleared for takeoff?" And then you said, "No, hold the plane," or something like that. So, yeah, oh my God, yeah, wouldn't that be? Oh my God, that would just be glorious.
And I
That would
okay, this
just
is
be glorious.
because we're recording it. This has to be private. But the person I helped with that, whistleblower thing, that they're like
Yeah.
crying happiness with joy when they hear the news. Because the nightmare is over for them too, because of this, right? They know that that it impacts, so in other words, it impacts so many people that were so afraid of what was going to happen. And they're
Well,
like,
exactly, exactly. And and it goes along with those comments that like with well, Joe Rogan supported Trump and da da da. You know what? I'm sorry. They're smart enough to know. They know Trump. They've been around him. They're just they're just loudmouth. They're like an Alex Jones. They're making money off their disgusting mouth.
"Mhm."
But if Trump's in office, they can't complain about the government. What are they going to complain of? They've already complained. Is it just going to be complaining about women? I mean, they're going to be careful. So,
I see
and
it.
it's probably going to be state TV. There's not going to be any more YouTube or social media. He doesn't want us gathering and talking. So these guys are, I would think a guy like Joe Rogan is smart enough to know that
Mhm.
I'm willing to control women, but I don't want to be controlled. So they don't want him in there either. He's no good guy. Like people said, he's not a good guy. Well, I know that. He's not a good guy. But he doesn't want a Trump presidency, that's for damn sure.
Mhm.
And even if he was successful and made money, Trump would take half of it.
Wow.
He'd be like Putin. He'd be like, sure, you can have a business, but I get 75% of your profits.
Mhm.
So they know that. They have to know that. Rosie, if you and I can figure this shit out, so can other people.
Mhm. That's right.
We're not, you and I are not dumb by any means, but there's plenty of smart people out there. And they're smart because they're like somebody like him is getting away with making money with his mouth, and he wants to keep doing that.
Mhm. Mhm. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, okay, no,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Wow. Yeah, so no, it's good. I feel good. So is there anything else you'd like to address?
Let me see. I think we pretty much covered. Oh, I like. I didn't. I'm just gonna. We're gonna. It's one that says just a quick, like, okay, you astrologists are kind of saying that we all accept that the astrology is different, but even then, each crime can be justified against each nation's legal laws, rules, and regulations. And that made me think too yesterday. I got the messages basically like, Corina, you're the one that goes out into the woo woo ethers, but this is so logical to you.
Mm.
And so they're saying, tell people, use your logical brain. There was a massive crime committed. It really, there is astrology, there's timeline, I don't think that has anything to do with anything right now.
Mhm.
I just think we're in a fated time that the universe is the one in control, not us. And
Mhm.
so it is, it's bigger. And so it's just different. I don't even know how long,
No, it makes
where to
sense.
go from there. Does it make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, okay, and then I just wanted one more last comment and then we'll pause the recording okay. But I just wanted to say that I had said something at the very end of the video after we hung up already yesterday about Trump's health now, what's going on. I talked about it. So I just wanted to see if you have something to add about what's going on with
That's
Trump.
when I that's when I saw the him in a wheelchair with the
Oh,
nurse pushing.
so do you think is he going to be able to show up at the meeting with Biden? Is it going to be okay enough to be on Wednesday?
I I think so. I think they're going to give him enough drugs to be there.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So is he? So when he finds this out, yeah, I still feel like he's not well healthy. He's very low energy or something compared to
Yeah.
when he hears what's happening. Right? Do you pick up that?
So okay. So let me get the information. So he's supposed to go on Wednesday to the White House, right?
That's right.
And
11 p.m. There's a meeting with Biden.
okay.
What's going on with his health now? And is he going? I see him go. Yes, like you said, it's important for and it's saying especially for the narrative around Trump. He knows it. He knows he has to show up.
Yes, they got to. You know what? It's equally important for both sides that he shows up in the equally separate ways. Yes. So his people need him to show up so everything's copacetic, and we need him to show up so
Mhm.
it looks like we're copacetic. So it is I think he's going to show up
Pathetic. I don't know
and
what.
everything's good. It looks
Oh,
good. It looks normal. It looks fine. Um, and I do agree with you that he's very low energy. Like his energy is very low. I don't think he's ever going to be as calm like as he is at that. Like I do see him very low. He's not his normal by any means. You're right. very low energy.
Right. Okay.
But I do think he's going to show up.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But you know what? It's almost like I do see it looking completely normal. Like it is oddly normal.
Mm.
People are kind of surprised how Trump's acting. People are kind of surprised how Biden's acting.
Okay. Okay. So
It
interesting.
just looks, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
very interesting. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. So, Karina, I do kind of have to go because,
yeah.
okay. So let's just pause the recording now. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Stop the recording for the